Hey, what up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you, talking all about UFC on Fox 15, the big special that went down tonight, which was Lyoto Machida going up against Luke Rockhold. Basically, this was a former light heavyweight champion going up against a Strikeforce middleweight past champion. Two guys really looking into going after Chris Weidman and the middleweight championship in UFC. This was basically setting up what was going down. I will say that honestly, I was not a big fan of UFC being on Fox, mostly because I'm really used to the UFC on pay-per-view. Times that these guys normally go to the main event. This was the only fight that was on the card that I cared about. So basically, I didn't think I was going to have to sit down to my computer till about 8 p.m. Pacific to watch this fight, and by the time I sat down, I had missed the fight by about 45 minutes, so I had to go and find trusty YouTube in order to find it. Luckily for me, I was able to find somebody that had uploaded the fight, and I was able to watch Lyoto Machida going up against Luke Rockhold in this big fight. Basically, it wasn't a long one, but it was very fast. It was very entertaining. 2 minutes and 31 seconds into the second round, Luke Rockhold was able to beat Lyoto Machida. I thought that basically when Machida came out to come to the octagon, he got the overwhelming response from the people there in Newark, New Jersey tonight. I thought that basically he was the favorite going into the fight. He definitely seemed to be having the fans' approval once he got in there. But once he got into the octagon, they closed it up and they got down to business. Luke Rockhold owned everything that was going down inside of there. Basically, it took one right hook inside of the octagon before it took him down to the ground, before Luke Rockhold was able to apply the guillotine onto Lyoto Machida, and basically Luke Rockhold was able to have a clinic of grappling down onto the ground. Basically, Luke Rockhold basically just took Machida down to the ground almost with ease, almost any times. There was almost one point in the first where it looked like Rockhold was just letting Machida get up off the ground, only to once they got up off the ground, throw him right back onto there. Basically, once the first round was ended, it was all Luke Rockhold. I don't think anybody in the world was able to say that Machida was able to get anything in during the first round. And then basically when they rocked out for the second round, Rockhold grabbed Machida and threw him right down to the ground once again. He was able to put him out of his misery with the rear naked choke, making Luke Rockhold the winner. Immediately the announcers started going into Chris Weidman versus Luke Rockhold. They're throwing around all of the upcoming big money match that could easily be going from there. In the post-match interview, you were able to hear Luke Rockhold tell Chris Weidman to go out and beat Vitor at UFC 187. That way they could have this match that people, are clamoring to really, really see. So I was able to see two guys that I've heard of, but I've never seen them fight before. Machida easily was a disappointment. I've heard about this guy fighting for years, never been able to see him because now I'm just starting to get into watching UFC. But Luke Rockhold, a guy that I'm going to know who he is next time he comes to fight.